If you don't love yourself, nothing else matters. You can't pour love into anyone else until you start pouring that love into yourself. So if you are hiding behind substances because you don't like how you feel about yourself, or you don't like how you look, or you don't like that your personality is not bubbly, without it, then you are really in a bad place. Okay? Because I know how it feels to not love yourself. And I thought that I loved myself for a very long time because I was, taking care of myself, doing the proper grooming, getting my nails done, taking care of my hair, and getting massages on a regular. No, no. That is those are acts of self love, but it doesn't mean that you really love yourself. Okay, you're just doing some things that make you feel good and some things that make you look good. So I didn't realize that I didn't love myself until about a few years ago. Okay, because when I had to sit with myself and I started going through the healing process, I started realizing all these things that I didn't like about myself. Like my grandmother told me years ago, she said to me, like, do you ever have anything nice to say about yourself? And I just kind of looked at her because it never dawned on me that I was always being so critical of myself. Okay. And as I was talking about on a few other videos, like this started when I was very young, being ridiculed and picked on and all that kind of stuff. So maybe some of you could be going through that same problem, or maybe this is something that you dealt with, in your childhood. And, some of those things that people said to you, they stuck with you. So, it made you feel, insecure in a way, or it just made you, just not feel so confident within yourself. Maybe somebody told you that you were a born person. So you're like, okay, I have the remedy. When I drink, I come alive, or when I do this drug, I come alive. I actually had an associate, someone that I used to, hang out with, and she was like, the reason why I do drugs is because I need energy, and it really helps me to like bring my personality out. Without these drugs, I would just be really boring. Okay, so what are you telling me, that this is something that you plan on doing for the rest of your life because this is your personality? It's like people having a cup of coffee every morning. Like they can't live without their morning personality. But I can tell you one thing: I'd rather have a coffee addiction than a substance addiction. But no, no addiction is a good thing, right? We know that too much of anything is a bad thing. But I'm just saying, okay, there's always a way around something. But you have to recognize, where you're slacking and lacking, and, what parts of you need improvement so that you can start making the improvement. One of the keys to loving yourself starts with self compassion. You have to learn to love the things about yourself that are not so pretty. Maybe you don't like, your crooked smile. Okay, as J. Cole said, maybe you don't like your crooked smile, but you know that you still have a pretty smile. It's just that your teeth are not straight enough, right? Okay, what is it going to take for you to solve that problem? With braces help, with Invisalign's help. Just try to find a way to solve those issues that can be fixed, right? And if you feel like your personality is not bubbly enough, I just want to ask you, who are you comparing yourself to? Because not everyone has a bubbly personality. You just have to be who you are. And if someone told you that, then maybe they're like too hyperactive. I mean, everyone has something about them that they don't like. And I notice that the people who are always picking on others, they are the most insecure. So just remind yourself about that. But just start finding things that you do like about yourself and learning to love the things that you really don't like about yourself. Okay. It's going to take some time because you have to start embracing the things that you don't love about yourself. How do you do that? How do I embrace something that I don't like about myself? Well, see, this is the thing, right? I'm going to share a story with you guys. Okay, I talked about not liking my feet before. Okay, so, but I never said what was wrong with them. I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, I had two bunions on both of my feet. There was a bunion on the left foot and a bunion on the right foot. So I got surgery to fix that. I was like, yeah, let me reconstruct this, okay? So when I did that, um, I wasn't really that happy about it because it left a scar. So what I did was I got a tattoo to cover up the scar on the left foot first, and then I had to have another surgery on the right foot because the scar keloided really bad. So they had to do like some kind of scar reduction, and it still didn't look so pretty. So I ended up getting another tattoo on the right foot as well. There's a reason for the three tattoos that I have on my body. Okay. I didn't get it because I was trying to be like everybody else who got tattoos. No, there's a story behind it. So, anywho, I I still I still don't fully like my feet, but I have learned to accept it. Okay. So it's like some things you have to learn to accept, and if you can change it, change it. If you can't, hey, this is my thing. If it's that bad, hell, don't look at it. If you don't like your voice, don't talk. Don't listen to yourself. No, I'm just kidding. No, but like seriously, sometimes we have to just deal with it, right? I have this deep voice that I've learned to love. I did not like my voice for a very long time, but I have learned to fall in love with it because it's a part of me. And sometimes when I listen to myself, I'm like, oh, I sounded kind of sexy saying that. You know what I'm saying? You just have to love yourself regardless of what anyone else thinks, or don't worry about what anyone else has to say. Don't worry about what society deem as beautiful because we are all beautiful in our own unique way. Okay, and I've said this before. So I want you to start, you know, making a list of some of the things you don't like about yourself, and you know, actually make a list of everything that you don't like about yourself, and start writing about, what you would like to do to change it, and start working on changing that. And if you can't change it, hey, tell yourself that you're beautiful anyway because you are. Okay. Now I've seen a lot of beautiful people. Matter of fact, I'm not going to say that I haven't seen a lot of beautiful people with beautiful personalities, but I've seen a lot of beautiful people in the world, right? But I was going to say that does not mean that they all have beautiful personalities. In fact, I've met a few whose personalities stunk. So, you know, if your personality stinks, you can be the most beautiful or the most handsome person in the world. If your personality stinks, then so do you, and you're not beautiful to me. Okay, so our real beauty radiates from within, and we know this, right? And if you didn't, now you know. It really does. It really does. Um, but yeah, I want you to just just work on just loving yourself for who you are. And if you need to take the time to, heal from, some of the things that was inflicted upon you, the things that people have did to you and have said to you, then please start there. Okay? Because that's where I started. That's where a lot of people start. You have to start opening those wounds, and then you can work on closing them. Okay? But you're not going to just fall in love with yourself overnight. You're not going to just start liking the things about yourself that you dislike unless you confront what it is that you don't like about yourself, and start working towards, mending your broken heart, and start, putting the pieces to the puzzle back together so that you can become whole. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, stay blessed.